2 on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a first down throw. Fields flushed out right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields forced out to his left. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Out to the sideline, and Kmet has it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
On play action, Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Fields. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Fields throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end.